we need to talk about smear tests. Hang on a minute, haven't we already talked about this? Girls, I've told you before, you must have your smear tests. I have cervical cancer. These were the words that I heard from my very good friend Gemma a few months ago. Gemma's a little bit younger than me, and having seen my videos realised that she'd missed her smear test for quite a few years, and so decided it was time to go and get her smear test. She is the first of my friends who has come back to say to me that she has cervical cancer, and I must admit I was absolutely terrified for her. I don't think we ever really expect that at our age you're going to get cancer, but luckily her cancer was in the first stages, and so she was able to have an operation which she had a few weeks ago, and I was relieved to hear that actually she's now in remission. Having had an abnormal smear test myself and having gone through all the colposcopy investigations and having treatment for that, I know how scary it is when you first get that first letter saying you've had an abnormal smear test. I cannot imagine how horrendous it must be to actually be told you've got cancer. So many of my friends have actually had abnormal smear tests, have had to go for colposcopies, and have gone through those first stages of having abnormal precancerous cells. I'm really thankful that Gemma's going to be okay. But I'm sure there are plenty of cases out there where it's been left too late. And I am begging you, do not let the embarrassment or the thought that it's just a bit of a hassle of getting the smear test stop you from going. Do not ignore that doctor's letter to say that you are due a smear test. If you're a guy and you're watching this, make sure your girlfriend, your sister, your mother, all the women in your life, make sure they're going for their smear test, because cervical cancer can so easily be cured. I don't ever want to hear another one of my friends say to me, I've got cervical cancer, because it's horrific, and I never want to feel that something that could be so easily avoided was ignored. Don't put it off anymore. Go and book your smear test today.